G'day there, podcaster. This evening we meet some teachers from around Australia who give us some brain rot terms that are banned in their classroom. Dr. Belle Jackson's at it again. She gave us some interesting facts about the human body, actually, and what fat is and what the build-up is and what it consists of. So make sure you get your notepads out and wait for that one. Also, we start by just hearing about people's really crappy cars. Enjoy.
Previously on Ben, Liam and Belle.
What's your gory story, Andy?
Aussie rules. I was going up for a marking contest, received a compound fracture, so when the bone comes out of the leg, and it went into my opponent.
Dude, that's good, honest footy. And now, live across Australia, this is Ben, Liam and Belle.
Hey, I got a pat on the back from Dad after
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, your shin went through his windpipe. That's how they did it back in my day.
That footy story was from last week's Gory Stories, and I've been thinking about it for the entire week.
Yeah, and guess what? It's Friday, so we're doing it again.
That's right. But before we get to Gory Stories tonight...
And it's lights out and away we go!
The F1 is in town, and we want to know what's wrong with your car, because the world is focusing on these machines that are designed for maximum speed, agility, precision, aerodynamics, lightweight construction, advanced technology. They're very expensive. It's not the everyday man car, and we're not the everyday man show. No, I said that wrong. We are the everyday man show.
You gave it a shot.
Yeah,
Clearly.
I did. So you know what? If we were an F1 racing show, like the shows before and after us, I would have nailed that, and you would have got exactly what I was talking about.
Look, pretty simple. F1, super fancy cars. People listening to this show, probably not so fancy.
Yeah. Cam has given us a call in Sydney on 13-24-10. You got a bit of a shitbox there, mate. What's wrong with it?
Anytime I beat the horn, my music will cut out for the rest of the trip.
Really? So you got to really decide in that moment if someone cuts you off, like, are you going to get angry and miss out on listening to the rest of, Hot Fuss from the Killers, or do you just let them have it and just sit in, fester in your anger for the rest of the way home? My radio doesn't work in mine at the moment, which is a shame because I can't listen to Nova.
But then you, of course, would get the Nova Player app and then play it.
Yeah, but I've just got to play it off my phone.
Yep.
Oh, it won't connect or anything.
Yeah. Like one of those guys at the train station that just play their music out loud. I have to be like that because, and then it's like the sat nav and the everything. Or if I have a call, like I just have to have it on loudspeaker. It's really annoying. Yeah, because
I have to do that in my car. I always just have my phone on loudspeaker.
It doesn't go through the car.
No. I also okay, right. Well, I also
Sorry, I just vomited in my mouth a little bit.
That's just disgusting. I didn't realize your car didn't have the capability for the phone calls to go through.
No, I have to stick an auxiliary cord in my phone if I want to play anything through it. But I also have
Is it powered by horse?
Shush.
When we're like, how much horsepower is it? You're like, yes, I have 2 from the stable.
Okay, well, you know that I wouldn't do that, being me. But I had to super glue my back brake light on a few weeks ago, so that's just super glued on there. And every time I drive, I hope it doesn't fall off.
Vina joins us now in Sydney. What's wrong with your car?
Yeah, so I have some very temperamental brake lights which will stay on when the car's off or even come on randomly overnight, and I get a lot of flat batteries.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, that's bad. If your brake lights are just like coming on, you're like brake checking people
just
in
randomly.
traffic. Yeah.
Yep, and I'll turn it off for the day when I get home or when I get to work, and they will just stay on.
That's creepy, actually.
Yeah, it's not great. It's like your car's sentient, like Brum. You guys remember Brum?
Bumblebee.
Yep, or like Herbie.
Yep. I'm out.
Lightning McQueen from Cars.
He's done it.
No, yeah.
Tomato.
Okay.
Leah joins us
No.
now.
We're not moving on. We're going to say every single car that can talk.
Leah in Melbourne joins us. What's wrong with your car?
Last week I got rear-ended and the guy drove off, so now my boot doesn't open.
Oh, damn. You didn't have your shopping in there, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, thank God. Imagine that. The chicken would be all weird. Holly, what about you? What's wrong with your car?
Hi, guys. My car shakes over 80 because it needs a wheel alignment and I'm too lazy to sit there and wait.
Yeah, you got to sort that out.
That's bad, man. Shaking over 80.
How does that work with wheel alignment? Does that mean the wheels are like they could be going into each other?
What do you mean?
Like instead of being parallel to each other,
It's a
they're
bit
kind of going
skew-if.
in.
On
Yeah.
fix one
Whoa,
variable.
That's
Hey.
stressful.
Josie in Sydney, come on, tell us what's going on.
I was in an accident, and now the front bumper is lifted up so you can see into the car.
Yeah, that doesn't seem good.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if you should be driving that.
No, just get some extra air ventilation. That's okay. That's aerodynamic. Basically an F1 car.
Jess, what about you? What's wrong with your car?
My volume goes up and down all the time as I'm driving in motion with the locks in my car.
Again, spooky car.
So you're saying if you lock your car, the volume goes down. If you unlock it, it goes up.
No, when I'm just driving the car, like on the road, the volume goes up and down in motion with the locks in the car opening and shutting.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
That's creepy.
Strange.
So when you're like listening to us on the radio, it's like, hey, how you doing there, Jess?
Pretty much.
Yeah, right. Up and down a bit.
Yeah, right.
Jacob, what about you?
Hey guys, so I've got basically like 2 nails in every tyre at the moment. So when I drive on some roads, it sounds like a music box.
Yeah, right.
Is it one of those situations where you have to leave them in there because if you take them out, then you have to repair it?
Yeah, of course. That's why they're still in there.
Yeah, right. It's cool. It's like got studs, like
Yeah.
still kept car. Georgia, what about you?
Hey, so every time I want to reverse my car, I have to turn it off and turn it back on for it to go into reverse.
What are you driving?
Yeah. It's a Passat.
I don't even know what that
Volkswagen.
is.
Well, there's your problem.
A Passat.
So I can't be a cool P plate
What is
that
a
reverses
Passat?
reverse
Yeah.
park.
Yeah, no, they're like the sedan shaped
I've
ones.
never heard of a Passat.
Who?
You would know it.
So who? Like, what is the brand?
Volkswagen.
But it's a Volkswagen Passat. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, but they're great cars. Great
Oh
cars.
yeah, sounds it. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just a dodgy one, and that's okay. Who needs to reverse, hey?
Yep.
I mean, I drive a Volkswagen and it's really good, but I can see Bill doing the most over there to try and defend the Passat.
Well, you're both sitting there Googling it.
I got to see a Passat with my own eyes. Thanks, Georgia.
After BAFTA, it's the Ben Lehman Bell podcast.
Second chance, second chance, second chance. Second chance, talk back. Second chance. On your radio. Second chance.
Yeah, but on a Friday, we like to go back and hear some calls. People that we didn't get around to throughout the week when we were doing some phoners. I mean, we had some good ones. Were you kicked out of the country after old Wombat Girl, who finally has been booted as of today? What clogged the toilet?
Oh, yeah.
That was charming. And can we guess if you're a cop? I think that was my personal favourite this week.
And we'll start Second Chance Talk back with Ashley. Ashley, what ruined the romantic moment?
Oh, look, he's probably going to kill me for saying this, but, gone at it or whatever. And our dog, you don't realise he's there sometimes because he's so quiet.
Mm.
And, like, if you know our dog, it's even funnier. But, going at it or whatever, and then next minute, our dog's head is in my partner's bum.
And I've seen them at the dog park, and they don't mind a bit of a sniff. And it's okay with other dogs. You just you pass it off. It's in their nature. Not ideal when they're in your coit.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like you need to start putting this dog out of the room, I reckon. That's sort of like, I get it if it's a once-off, but, the second and third time, it's
questionable.
This is Second Chance Talk back. Simon, you had a run-in with Russell Crowe.
Well, it's actually my 84-year-old mum's run-in. Her neighbour last year disappeared really suddenly, and he couldn't say anything about it. Next minute, mum's putting out the bins, and she sees this overweight guy smoking, and she rings me up. She says, no one in our neighbourhood smokes. What's going on? And there's lots of beer bottles. Says he looks a bit like Russell Crowe, except he's put on a bit of weight. I rang up her neighbour. He said, that is Russell Crowe. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Why was Russell Crowe in a random house?
He wanted a house with a tennis court in Melbourne. He was going through some tennis fetish. He paid quite a lot of money to get one, and he was playing tennis literally every day.
You know what,
People were
Simon?
singing-
That does check out, and I can corroborate that story because I remember listening to an interview with Russell Crowe, and he was talking about how he went through a phase in his life where his partner at the time was really good at tennis, and he became obsessed with tennis because he wanted to beat them in a game.
Huh. Well, we're currently doing Second Chance Talk back. Tanya, good evening. Tell us about your messed up family tree.
My brother and his wife got married. 5 years later, our father
married his wife's mother, which made him and his wife stepbrother and stepsister.
Oh,
and made his. Do you want to hear another one on the same family?
Yeah.
You ready? I was engaged to a guy called David. His mother passed away 5 years later. My mum married his father, which made us stepbrother and stepsister too.
Again!
You guys you gotta stop with the stepbrother, and you married your stepbrother, and everyone seems to be just keeping it in the family.
Wow.
The Ben, Liam and Bell Podcast.
There's a manager over in China who's just been done for embezzling $3 million because he made up 22 fake employees for the company that he worked for and took their payrolls. So his role in the company was he worked out he was the only person processing everybody's pays. So what he did was when he realized that it was only up to him and no one was checking it, he just made fake people put their payroll through, put it all into his bank account.
What a dodgy bastard.
Yeah, dodgy bastard.
Yeah. No, it happens. 13/24/10. Dob in a dodgy bastard. Maybe, someone cooked the books at work, embezzled some money. It happens.
You know what? If you do dob in a dodgy bastard, we'll pay for your dinner tonight. We got Uber Eats vouchers to give away.
Ooh.
That's if you can trust this guy, because he's a bit of a dodgy bastard. No, he's actually not. He's quite a trustworthy fella.
You can find out if you can trust me. 13/24/10 is our number. Anon in Sydney. Do you know a bit of a dodgy bastard?
Yeah, so my dad is actually really dodgy. So in a
Say
few
it
ways,
properly.
Sorry, my dad's actually a dodgy bastard.
Okay, fair enough.
So in a few ways, the first way is he owns a coffee shop and he gets people that come in and sell him like products, but those products are actually stolen products, and then he goes and sells them for like a higher price. And after he gets them, now these can be iPhones, perfumes. Literally anything, you name it, he's got it.
And then what? He on-sells them to his coffee customers?
Yeah, exactly right. So he'll be like, oh, I've got this behind the counter. Did you want it?
What?
I'd be so rattled if I was just like, yeah, just a flat white, please, mate. He's like, yeah, cool, you want an iPad? I'd be like, huh?
Pulls it up from behind the counter. Here you go, mate.
You dodgy bastard.
A dodgy bastard. Buddy, yeah, it's good you didn't name and shame him. That is quite dodgy, I got to say it. Paige in Melbourne, you know a dodgy milk bar owner.
Yes, I do. Yes. So when I was growing up, there was a guy who used to run a milk bar around the corner from my house who would sell pirated DVDs, like brand new movies in the cinemas for like $20 each.
Dodgy bastard.
Yeah, that's nice.
He'd obviously do a few trips to Bali in between the milk bar run.
Paige, be honest, did you ever buy one?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah. So you're also a bit of a dodgy bastard.
And weren't we all? I mean,
I think
the idea of pirate, it was the funniest thing. You'd go like overseas, you'd come back with a suitcase full of them, and then half of them would work, and they would always, sometimes you'd be like watching like Shrek or something, and you get it out, it's like Shrek 3. And for some reason, there's like a girl photoshopped in a bikini on the cover.
Yeah,
I'm like, she's definitely not in that movie, but they've just like sort of made this weird.
I have a core memory of like a family friend going to Bali and then coming back, and it was like Christmas because we got to pick one DVD, and that was the Incredibles DVD growing up. One of the
great films, one of the great movies. Michelle joins us now. Your sister's a dodgy bastard.
Oh, yeah, massively. She uses my mum's bank account to buy her own kids' birthday and Christmas presents and didn't tell anyone and just thinks their kids think that it's from her.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't sound like you guys are talking anymore. Am I right in saying that, Michelle?
And until I got mum's bank statements and showed the nephews, and then they're like, oh.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, check this out. This is a CommBank bank statement.
Emma joins us now in Melbourne. Emma, who's the dodgy bastard?
My boss is the dodgy bastard.
All right, okay. Yeah, this is, you're putting yourself in hot water here, so we appreciate you calling. Is Emma your real name?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Okay,
All right.
We'll never find out. Okay, well, what's this dodgy boss doing?
I work in a medical centre and my boss is quite dodgy. She likes to claim Medicare on her fake patients. So I'll give you an example. myself or one of the other nurses will pass her in the hallway and say, "Hey, Doc, I've got a sore throat," or "Hey, Doc, you able to look at this mole?" Just in passing conversation.
Yeah.
And she won't even give you an answer, but she will claim that she saw you as a patient and claim Medicare back for herself.
Whoa!
I mean, that's like...
Hang on.
yeah, we had a few people with like, Barley DVDs and stuff, but I feel like someone's going to call us and ask who your boss is, you know what I mean? I'm like, I feel like someone from the government's listening going, hang on, what? You're rorting the Medicare system, which we are all paying for. Yeah, not good.
Yeah. But we appreciate you calling, Emma.
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic.
I mean, that is the dodgiest of bastards we could have hoped for. That's bad.
We want a dodgy, that's an illegal bastard.
Yeah.
That's okay.
The Ben, Liam and Bell podcast. It's very nice. I can't even... I think I'll leave the impressions to Liam. It's the Liam, Ben and Bell podcast. Liam owes me $50 for saying that. Ben, Liam and Bell's
Gory Stories.
Yep, the gory stories on your Friday night. These are always stomach turners.
Yeah, there was a famous one from last week where a guy broke his shin in a footy match and then the shin went into another guy's neck, like the bone, and then he had to get a tetanus shot.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, that's
his
just
bone-
foul.
His bone went into the other guy's body.
Yeah.
Insane.
If you have got a gory story to share, we will give you 12 months worth of KO. 13 2410 is our number. Give us a buzz. Just like Travis has done. What's your gory story?
Hey, mate. When I was younger, growing back up in South Africa, where the firecracker laws are a bit more relaxed than here, and I was riding around town with my friend on a bicycle, throwing crackers at, like, people's front of their yards and then riding away.
Okay.
And as I've lit one and thrown it, I didn't realize the other one in my hand had this. And I essentially blew my hand up holding the handlebar and flicked the brake lever, which broke the tip of my finger as well. So I jumped off of the bicycle and started running home, and my friend sort of stopped me, and then we opened the hand up and all the blood started just pissing out. And I essentially had to go and get like reconstruction on my hand because I was only 14 or 15 at that stage.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's the first firecracker gory we've ever had.
Oh, we could probably do a fireworks episode, to be
Edition.
honest. Yeah, on like July 4th or something. I don't know. Yeah, let's write that down, guys.
Thanks, Travis. Baden joins us now. What's your gory story, mate?
G'day, guys. So my gory story is I was learning to ride motorbikes and I completely messed up. I stalled my bike, then launched it. My front wheel hit a rock, launched into the air, landed on a fence, and then in panic, I accelerated. So I went running down this fence, probably 20 or 30 meters, getting cut by barbed wire, electric fences, and eventually hit the end of the fence, fell off. My cousin then went to go get help because he was with me riding, and then instead of coming to rescue me, my family decided to fix his bike because it had some twine on it.
Oh, man. You need to get a new family.
Yeah.
Whoa, did you give up the bike riding after that?
Oh, no, I still ride to this day. I love it. Can't live without it.
Hell yeah, man. You're a crusty demon for life.
Thanks, Baden.
Rochelle in Adelaide, what's your gory story?
Well, it happened to my brother. We were on my grandparents' farm, and he came a cropper off his little dirt bike, and he sort of like caught the fence, and he was complaining that his leg was sore, but we're looking, he had denim jeans on, there was no rips or anything, and as we pulled up his denim jeans, his leg fell open right in half, and so while we were waiting for help, we were just playing with his fat balls, like they were everywhere, and it was gross.
You're playing with his what?
The balls of fat in his leg.
Oh, yuck! Like
Oh,
little
God.
jelly
They
balls.
were all different sizes, and we were just squishing them.
Why were you squishing them?
I did a bit of liposuction while you're there. Just pull some
It was
out. There you
so
go.
fun. It was so cool.
You guys are cooked. You cooked, man.
I know, right? It was so gross. Yeah, so he had to have major surgery, but, you know, he lost a bit of weight on that side of his leg. So,
yeah, you took it.
Wow, fat balls. Does it ball up like that if you have...
Yeah, it's like I think it's what cellulite kind of is as well. It's like the little there's all these little fat is just lumps. So yeah, fat balls.
Thank you to Belle, a.k.a. Dr. Michael Mosley, for explaining that one to us. Fat is just balls. Okay, well, that's solved.
If you're listening to this podcast at 2 times speed, it's the Ben Liam and Bell podcast.
A teacher has gone viral for sharing a list of banned words in her classroom. It's the sort of stuff that you see on the internet a lot, young kids, the way they talk these days. And I'm pretty sure this is in America and these words would be the same in Australia. Look, I'm not a teacher. I don't spend a hell of a lot of time around kids, but you hear it, with your friends' kids and that sort of thing, or, you hear...
Are you pretending, Liam, like you're not on TikTok and you don't know brainrot?
Okay, skibbity toilet sigma, obviously. I'm pretty around it.
This is how I feel because I'm not on TikTok. This is how I feel being around you guys when you go about with this language and I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
so
that's why you've always got no aura points, Belle.
Yeah, legit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, just take the L there, Belle. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to do like Family Feud style. So we have some teachers from around Australia on the line here. Let's meet Nat. She's in Sydney. She's a school teacher. What year level are you doing, Nat?
Oh, good afternoon. I was going to say good morning. Oh, my God.
You're used to kids saying, good morning, Mrs. Nat, to you. Well, yes, it's certainly the evening now.
Oh, I'm actually a high school teacher.
Okay, you're high school. Okay, so a little bit older. Did you want to have a pick at one of the words that might be banned in the classroom?
Skibbity.
Give me skibbity. It's on there. Well done, Nat. Good stuff. Let's move now to Miss Hossman. Hey, Miss Hossman, what year level do you do?
Hi, year 4.
Year 4s. Okay, so a little younger. Be interesting to see if the brain rot has trickled down. What do you think is banned in the classroom?
Skibbity Riz.
Skibbity Riz. Give me Skibbity Riz. It's on there. It's just another iteration of Skibbity, but yes, it is.
I'm already confused.
It is. It's a little bit different. Miss Jess. Hello, Miss Jess. You're in Melbourne. You're doing year 6s, so that's sort of splitting the diff between high school and year 4. What word do you think's banned?
Oh, it's one that I've banned. Sigma.
Sigma! Yes, it's on there. Do you know what a Sigma is, Jess?
Means cool or something. I say it to my daughter and she's like, please stop using it out of context. You're so embarrassed.
Yeah, she probably thinks you're mad beta. Anyway, Miss Tram in Melbourne, you do 11s, year 12s. I wonder if they're too cool for brain rot. I don't know. Well, let's see. What do you think is on this list of banned words?
Rizla. Rizla or Riz?
Give me Rizla. It's on there. You've done it. Very good.
Miss Tram, we are going to give you 12 months of KO. That's all yours.
Sweet.
Thank you. No worries. Thanks for playing.
Out of curiosity, though, Liam, what else is on the board?
Would have also accepted Gyat, Fiend, Edging, Riz, Tweaking, Thick of It lyrics, all combos of Tour, Hawk Tour, 3 Tour, Darius Noises, Goon, Huzz, Low Taper Fade, Ligma, the list goes on.
As if no one said Goon.
Yeah, I know, right? Gee whiz.
And that's it.
Like that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Bell.